Hello, everybody. My name is Corey Rosen, and you're listening to The Story with Corey. Today, we have a super awesome returning guest, Phredd.
Hi, Corey. So great to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while since I saw you.
At least over a year.
I think
Well,
we
at
saw
least
each other at the
CPMAs last year.
Yeah,
But a sit-down talk.
sit-down talk has been a couple
it's been
years,
a while,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Phredd is a ukulele one-man band, ukulele flailing, harmonica wailing, suitcase drumming, kazoo humming, Lancaster County's very own ukulele bundle of joy. For over 25 years, Phredd has been creating crazy fun, joy-soaked music for kids and families, turning every show into a high-energy, sing-along party. Based in the heart of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, this one-man band explodes on the stage of laughter, audience participation, and foot-stomping, ukulele-powered tunes. Every year, Phredd brings his unforgettable family-friendly show to 50-plus events at schools, churches, libraries, camps, and festivals, delighting kids and grown-ups alike. Make sure you check him out at FreddCentral.com. That is PHREDD.
It is.
2 Ds, Central, spelled regularly.
Yes.
.com.
Yes. Thank you. I love that intro. I appreciate
you.
it. Yeah.
So, in our previous episode, we kind of talked about your upbringing and your love for music. Would you like to summarize that real quickly for those who don't know you?
Yeah, I grew up in Lancaster County. I love music. I've always, loved music of all kind. I play about 100 different instruments, none of them well. But I love, I play the trumpet and I play guitar but what I've really settled on once I found the ukulele, something I actually played as like a 5-year-old, as a toy, but then later in life found the ukulele and it's like, no, this is it. This is the sound I'm looking for. And then adding the harmonica, and I actually have a Suitcase kick drum that we bought at Goodwill that my son Zach turned into a Suitcase. And I just love the sound of the harmonica, the ukulele, the Suitcase. It just has such a happy sound. And I love playing for kids and families. And so I've been doing that for a long time.
So, out of all the instruments that you have tried, what is one of the ones that you say a ukulele is your favorite, but is it the most fun as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
100%.
How about what's the most difficult instrument you've tried?
Whoa. Probably the bassoon.
Really?
Yeah, I had a bassoon, and I worked my way up to about middle school level bassoonery, but it just took too much to practice. I mean, it took a lot of practice time just to get that good, and then I kind of satisfied my desire to learn how to play it. But that was definitely the most difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine. Have you ever tried French horn?
I have tried French horn, and because I'm a trumpet player, French horn is not that difficult.
Yep.
Did you play French horn?
I took brass lab.
Oh.
So I had to take French horn.
So yeah.
And I hated it.
Well, it's left hand for one.
That wasn't even a concern of mine. Me and my big mouth couldn't get the embouchure to work.
And it takes a lot of air to play the French horn.
And it takes a lot of air.
It
right?
does.
Something that, as a percussionist and pianist, I don't really have to worry about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it is funny when you talk to somebody who plays other instruments who then try to play a horn instrument. How difficult it is as far as air goes. And I remember we would have high school band practice 7:00 in the morning, and we'd be outside marching and playing our trumpets.
Mm-hmm.
And, I would have a headache the rest of the day.
Right, yeah. The horn players were always grumpy. I figure out why.
That's why. That's why.
That is funny. I like the trombone and the euphonium way better.
Oh, yeah.
And much more fun to play, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that.
Although the sound of a French horn is none other. It's not compared.
I love the sound.
It's beautiful.
But it takes a lot of air and a lot of practice, to get the right sound from it.
So since we've last met, you've done a lot of things. Let's go over them. You have released a lot of music.
I think I have probably Live from the Library.
Yep.
Would be one. Had a blast. What I did is I love doing the summer reading shows. Do Lancaster libraries, York libraries, some of the Dolphins, some of the Lebanon County. And so I got a little recorder and I recorded every show and I figured out the placement for the microphone and where I could put it to get the best sound. And I did it all myself and recorded every show. And then I would go back and pop it in the computer. And then I basically picked the best from the whole summer and released it as Live from the Library. And I was really happy with how it turned out because that's how I sound.
Right, yeah. It was very cool. one of the questions I had relating to that is you deal with kids and kids love to participate. Sometimes kids don't like to participate.
That is true also.
How do you deal with that if that ever happens?
You know, you get pretty good. I feel like you get pretty good at figuring that out. And the kids that I'm dealing with aren't heckling you. They just want to be funny.
Right, yeah.
You know, or they think something is funny. So I usually just run with it. Like if they say something that's funny, I'll try to just play off that. I think that's a lot of fun. Steve Courtney is the master of working a crowd, and especially a crowd of kids. And it's something that I've learned to get better at. But boy, the hardest ones I feel like are right after lunchtime.
Oh, I bet.
1, 2 o'clock. It's nap time for the kids. It's nap time for the performer. And sometimes it's hard to get them excited. Morning shows easy. Evening shows, usually easy as well. But those afternoon shows are sometimes sleepy.
What do you think is for someone that wants to try to break into the family and kids music market? What do you think would be a good piece of advice for them?
Wow, just find your way to connect. Connect with the kids, connect with the adults. To me, that's what I love. I love making them laugh. I love getting them to do, hand motions or dancing or jumping up and down or singing along. So find your niche, and try to connect with the kids in a way that gets them to participate.
And I might add another thing is to not be afraid to be perceived as like cringe or whatever, because to a kid it's just fun.
Well, right.
They don't have really any concept. Care. They don't really care.
Yeah, they don't care. They just think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to do the goofiest things,
Yeah.
And I do a lot of sing-alongs or a lot of echo, 42 monkeys. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, and get them to do that. And the next thing you know, they're dancing like monkeys. And I love that. I love the participation aspect.
So you did Live at the Library, and then you started writing another project.
Yeah, what after Live from the Library? What was after that? I have to actually look here. Well, we did a KCB Christmas Live, very similar except better equipment. And we did a Live from the Junction Center Kids Cookie Break with Lisa Landis and WJTL at the Junction Center. And it was great because everybody there, the Junction Center team, which is the events team, WJTL, the radio team, we had the social media team, Ethan, Scott recorded it. And it just turned out, Ethan, you went to school with him at LBC. It turned out so well, and I love that everyone was involved in the promotion of it, the production of it, the making of it, and just actually being there. It had Kids Cookie Break, it had WJTL, it had everything. It turned out so great that we put that out as an album as well. And then that gives something for Lisa to use as a giveaway on Kids Cookie Break, which is a show that's on Saturday morning, 9 to noon. It's been around for, almost 30 years. And many people have grown up with Kids Cookie Break and Lisa. And now they're listening with their kids, which is great. And I love that. So we did that. That was an all Christmas live thing that we did. It was a lot of fun.
And for those who don't know, what is WJTL? What do you guys do?
WJTL is the Christian music station in the Lancaster, Harrisburg, Lebanon, York market. And we've been around for 40 plus years. And Christ Community Music is our motto. And we're out at all the parades. We're out at all the events. We have events ourselves at the Junction Center in Mannheim, which is right there, right by Roots Market. And so I feel like it's kind of become a pillar of the community.
And who are you in that?
I'm the station manager and the president, as well of Creative Ministries, which is the foundational ministry for it. And then I do the morning shows as well.
That's right. That's a lot of things you do.
A lot of things.
A lot of things you do.
Then after that, I got the idea. I wrote a song called Later Gator. And the whole idea for that song was to be able to have something to say goodbye to the kids after a concert, but that we'll be back together.
Sure.
That there's love, the love that we've shared, the music we've shared.
The wind down song.
Yeah, the memories that we've shared. Hey, it's kind of sad that it's over, but at the same time, we have all these memories. We have the love we shared, the music, all the fun that we had. that's something we take with us. And it'll bring us back together. Even just the memory of saying, hey, we remember we did that, brings it back together. So I wrote that song. And from that, I started thinking, hey, maybe it's time to do a new album. So I called Steve up, said, Steve, I want to do an album. Steve, according, he has the greatest studio around.
He does.
He's the greatest human being around.
He is.
And it helps that he can play every instrument.
He can.
Yeah. And he and I have done so many projects together that I just love it. And so he was like, yeah, let's do it. Now, he's very busy. I'm very busy. So it was kind of like Tuesday, we have 3 hours. Next Thursday, we have 2 hours. The Thursday after that, we have an hour. So we just would kind of plot our time together. And I loved it because we would come and go, okay, here's the song. I would play him the song on my ukulele. And we would just record it and start going from there. And so we'd be like, instead of laying down the drums,
Right.
laying down the track, we'd just be like, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted it to be very, people use organic, but we wanted it to just kind of grow from there. So it's very quirky. It's very weird. We played all the instruments. It's very little studio tricks in it. We just would say, what does it need?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it needed just us doing boop, boop, ka, ka, boop, boop, ka. Sometimes it needed us doing the vocals on it. Sometimes we put trumpet on it. He'd put drums on it. We'd make up the bass part somehow. And usually by the end of that session, we'd have the skeleton of the song, pretty much done. And then we'd let it sit for a week or two. And then we go, you know what it needs? This. But pretty much every song we come in, okay, here's the next song, Steve. He had not heard them before.
Right, yeah.
So I'd play, here's the song. Oh, that sounds like a jug band, doesn't it? Yeah. So we'd put jug band on it, and kind of become a string thing or whatever. We have a kazoo overture. Today is kazoo day.
Is it?
I don't know if you knew that or not.
I'm surprised I didn't, actually.
Today is kazoo day. We should celebrate.
We should celebrate. Absolutely.
So we have a kazoo song on there. So we have a kazoo overture on there, and he and I put the kazoos on there, and he did this wild thing that sounds like a calliope with his kazoo with his mouth, and we put the drums on by going, did that whole thing,
Yeah.
and it was so much fun, and that kicks off the album, the Kazoo Overture.
Well, we have Later Gator. Should we take a listen to it?
Let's do it because I love that song. My friend Liam Crane, who's on the radio with me at WJTL, a fantastic musician. This is one of the few songs that Steve didn't do a lot on. Liam played drums and bass, and then I think I played ukulele and trumpet on it.
Let's take a listen.
It's time to go. It's the end of the show. I'm packing up and I'm heading down the street. This has been a ton of fun, but now we've got to run. And just like honey, you've been really sweet. So hey there, grumpy gator, I will see you later. Say goodbye to gloomy Gus and feeling blue. I'll see you after a while, smiling crocodile, 'cause love will always bring me back to you. I know it seems sad, but think of the fun that we had, laughing and singing and making each other smile. I take off my hat to all of you crazy cats. You bet your boots we're going out in style. So hey there, grumpy gator, I will see you later. Say goodbye to gloomy Gus and feeling blue. I'll see you after a while, smiling crocodile, 'cause love will always bring me back to you. Yeah, love is always going to bring me back. Yeah, love is always going to bring me back. Love is always going to bring me back to you. It's true. Love is always going to bring me back. Yeah, love is always going to bring me back. Love is always going to bring me back to you. It's true. But do-do-do-do-do-do. So hey there, grumpy gator, I will see you later. Say goodbye to gloomy Gus and feeling blue. I'll see you after a while, smiling crocodile. 'Cause love will always bring me back to you. I'll see you after a while, smiling crocodile. 'Cause love will always bring me back to you. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, music and love will bring me back to you. Oh yeah, yeah, love and music will bring me back to you. Sayonara, au revoir, adieu, adios, bon voyage to you. Arrivederci, hasta la vista too. Later, gator, ciao and toodaloo.
And that was Later Gator.
Thank you. Later, Gator. Yeah, I love it because, again, it gives me a goodbye song. It gets to really share my passion that music and love and joy is something that we could share. And hopefully the kids go home feeling like they had a great time, and the memories that we made.
Yeah, I've slowly realized the impact of like a good goodbye song, because we were talking during the break that I work with Jessica and Friends community,
Which is awesome. They meet at the Junction Center on Wednesday nights.
And it's been wonderful. I don't do anything musically there, as minus the Hosanna Bell Ringers, which I do.
Which I love that you do that.
And we don't have any dates currently, public dates yet, besides the Christmas program that happens at Church of the Open Door every Christmas roundabout. But they have a music therapist there, and every time they have a goodbye song just to prepare the mind, and it's good for kids. You know, they have routines. You know, they get started. It's hard to bring them back down. Right. So it's very nice to have that signature goodbye song. It's like, okay, it's up. Yeah. And it's time to wind down, to reflect, to capture the moment. Yeah. And then to go home and hopefully to bed. Yeah.
Well, and similarly, I get for about 10 years now, I've been able to go and be a part of Aaron's Acres. Mm-hmm. And they've had camps throughout the summer with their kids. And it's kids who are challenged, developmentally challenged, physically challenged. And the camps are awesome. The stuff they go swimming, they're making crafts, they're doing so many fun things, and they do music. And I come and sing with them. And they're the best audience. They laugh at every joke. They sing and dance at every song. They clap as if it was the best song they've ever heard. And I love being a part of the Aaron's Acres family.
Yeah, no, I would totally agree. Every time I pull out the guitar that I'm learning at the job, they want to hear. And it's funny because we would get annoyed if we heard the same songs every single day.
Oh no!
No, not
what they want to hear.
That's what they want to hear.
That's what they want to hear.
And
it's like you said, there's a routine to it.
There's a routine to it, yeah. And it's kind of funny because all of my coworkers like this song again. It's like, well, that's what they asked for. Yeah. And they like it.
And they like it.
You hear them all singing along every single time with all their heart.
You know, COVID was such a difficult time, and so part of Aaron's Acres, we did a Zoom call, and I could see the kids, and, you know, sometimes 40, 50 of them at home. And, of course, one of my favorite songs to do is My Mom is a Pirate, and I've got my pirate's hat on. And it was cool because the kids had swords and whatever. Sometimes it was balloons. Sometimes it was a yardstick. Some of them had hats they had made. And they were doing My Mom's a Pirate with me on the Zoom call at home. And that's the connection I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
that connection. And it was such a difficult time for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
but especially for a group that needs routine,
Yep.
that needs community, that needs to be able
really
to get
special
together,
attention.
needs that attention.
Yeah.
So to be able to do that, that just made my day. I loved it.
So how do you bring all this down to your faith?
Well, I mean, I think the joy of the Lord is my
Right.
strength. And so if for 42 years, I've been a part of a full-time Christian ministry. If I could go out and share my faith and share the joy of music in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
that's exciting to me. That I'm very passionate about that, to be able to go out and shine my light in a different way, and I love that. So I'm not always using the same words. I'm not using the same motifs, but I could be silly,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that I could do that with all my heart for the Lord.
What is one of the ways that your faith has been challenged over these 42 years of ministry?
Ooh.
I'm sure there's many.
It's happening all the time. It's always being challenged. And I think right now are challenging times.
Oh, yeah.
And it's sometimes difficult to put it all into perspective and understand God's plan in it. That's a challenge.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for those people who are in those challenging times, in the trials and tribulations of life, and are really doubting themselves and doubting the Lord?
Hold on tight to the Lord. Hold on tight to your friends and family.
Is there a verse that you go to?
There's so many.
There are so many.
To me, love the Lord first, love everybody else.
Mhm.
And to me, the simplicity of loving God and loving others is the thing I hold on to. And sometimes those challenges, the best thing you can do is do something for someone else and say, hey, I'm going to stop thinking about myself and those challenges, and what can I do for others?
One of the verses that I like to go to is, I can't remember the exact verse. I think it's in Philippians, where it talks about with prayer and petition, with thanksgiving and love in your heart, make your request known to God.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what I'm pretty sure that's in Philippians. It sounds like a Philippians quote.
I love it. The important part is that you draw strength from it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and because having your prayer time with God is the key to happiness, really.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you can just forget about it.
Yeah.
And then you can lay those burdens on the cross, which is the whole point.
It's the whole point.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Well, let's talk about, speaking about kindness and all the things, let's talk about Ziggy the Dinosaur.
So Ziggy the Dinosaur, this year for summer reading programs in all the local libraries and I think the national libraries too, they're talking about dinosaurs and unearthing adventure and talking a lot about that. So I thought, I'm going to write a song about a dinosaur. Here's a dinosaur you didn't realize they discovered. Ziggy the Kindosaur. He is the kindest. He loves people. His heart is to do something kind. He never gets tired of doing the right thing and doing good. And if you're ever feeling down, Ziggy the Kindosaur is going to pick up your spirits.
Tell me a little bit about the production of this track.
So this is the jug band track where Steve and I settled on, this sounds like a jug band. So I played the jug. So that's the bass and the percussion part that you hear. I played my ukulele. Steve played guitar and banjo. I think that I played the tuba part on this, played the harmonica part. And I love that it kind of had that Emmett Otter jug band sound to it. So see if you think that we accomplished that. Let me introduce you to the friendliest dino around. He's Ziggy the Kindosaur. He's Ziggy the Kindosaur. Friend to you and me. Big-hearted troubadour, a giant jubilee. If you need a hand or your spirit needs a lift, he's Triceratops with us, 'cause kindness is his gift. Down at the playground or out in the street, Big Z's bringing smiles and a super friendly beat. He never gets tired, he just helps out all day, spreading joy and love in his own happy way. He's Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur, friend to you and me, big-hearted troubadour, a giant jubilee. If you need a hand or your spirit needs a lift, he's Triceratops with us, 'cause kindness is his gift. If you're feeling down or blue or somewhat out of place, the big zig rig rolls up to put a smile on your face. No bones of contention, no T-Rex attitude. He's going to cheer you up, yeah, he's a pretty happy dude. He's Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur, friend to you and me, big-hearted troubadour, a giant jubilee. If you need a hand or your spirit needs a lift, he's Triceratops with us, 'cause kindness is his gift. He's Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur, friend to you and me, big-hearted troubadour, a giant jubilee. If you need a hand or your spirit needs a lift, he's Triceratops with us, 'cause kindness is his gift. He's Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur, he's Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur.
And that was Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur.
So there you go. So in a concert setting, I can say, what's your favorite
Right,
dinosaur?
Yeah, what's your favorite dinosaur?
You know,
What is your
Tyrannosaurus.
favorite dinosaur?
Well, whether it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a pterodactyl or whatever it is, you know, plesiosaurus, it could be anything. So I'll let the kids say what their favorite is. And I'll say, well, let me tell you about the friendliest dinosaur around. It's Ziggy the Kind-a-Saur. And then to be able to sing that. And of course, I have a dinosaur hat because you have to have props.
Right,
and I have a lot of props. And so I have a gator hat for later gator. I have a dinosaur hat for Ziggy the dinosaur. I should have brought some.
Okay.
You know, for years I've had my mom the pirate hat. I've had my crabby hat for Everybody Get Happy, where I say, this song's for anybody feeling a little crabby today. So for me, I just feel like that adds, you know, a little bit of stage, a little bit of theater.
Right, yeah. I know what my favorite dinosaur is.
What's that?
It's Bruno the Brontosaurus.
That's
That's
a
the name
book.
That's a book.
A book that your wife wrote.
Well, I wrote. My wife did the illustration for.
Okay, you wrote it. She did the pictures. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then she has 3 other books. that
Okay.
She completely did all by herself.
Yeah.
I was the little jumping off point. And so we have 4 books. Or she has 4 books. It's her project now.
Are they kid focused?
They are kid focused. Yeah. So what it is, it's a cast of characters. They're all candy, and they just have little stories. Like the first book is about Bruno, and his job as a brontosaurus is to carry people from one side of a cliff to another. Because
See,
there's no
that's
bridge.
perfect. Yeah, that's
Right.
perfect.
And all of it, you know how it goes. Like the doorman, he opens the door. You kind of expect it, and you become less and less grateful that the doorman is there.
Right.
And so that's what kind of happens in this book. The animals don't they forget to say thank you, and Bruno feels left out, feels sad. He walks away. Then there's no bridge, and
Listen, this book would be perfect for this year's summer reading.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great if you could share that. I love that.
That is the goal. We wanted to get a few books under our belt. Now we have a beach day book,
Okay.
where Bruno learns how to surf with the little penguin.
I love
the
that.
ice cream penguin. That's there. Yeah. And Bree is a plesiosaur that she has a book called "Breathe the Breeze New Home."
That's hard to say.
It is so hard to say.
That is really hard to say.
And in that book, she lives in the water, but she would like to be closer to her friends on land. So her friends get together and build her a house so she could be closer. It's like a semi-aquatic.
That is so cool.
Too. Yeah, it's fun.
I really admire people that could do books, that can draw pictures. I've always loved to draw. I've always loved to make up funny stories in my head, about what happened to dinosaurs. Where did they go? That kind of stuff when I was a kid.
That?
Well, I have a song actually that kind of talks about it. It's called Unicorns, Neanderthals, and Dinosaurs. And did you know that I love baked beans? I don't know if you knew that or not.
I could imagine.
Barbecue baked beans are my favorite food. So these are two things that I love: barbecue baked beans and making up silly stories. Mm-hmm. So as a kid, I wondered, what happened to the unicorns? What happened to the caveman, the Neanderthals? What happened to dinosaurs? Mm-hmm. They all ate too many baked beans and exploded.
Not the flood.
No, it was too big. I mean,
they had a really big Thanksgiving.
And the point of the story is moderation. Right, baked beans are a great creation. Eat too much and you'll take a vacation. Then you will not be here. And so it's fun because it takes things I love, making up silly, stupid stories, baked beans, which I love, and then just being able to put that into a song that actually has a good story to it.
Would you like to play that?
Oh, boy. Let's see if I can. You're going to have to help me.
Okay.
Will you help me?
I will help you. I will gladly help you.
So after each verse at the beginning, I'll say, and that's why they're not here. And you need to do the bass part with me. Bum, bum, bum. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then at the end, and that's why they're all gone, you need to put your finger on your forehead and go, hum, hum. And then the middle part is all the unicorns went. So you need to do the 3 times, okay? Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Unicorns once ruled the sky while eating baked bean bacon pies. That idea led to their demise, and that's why they're not here. Here's your part. Boom, boom, boom. All the unicorns went. All the unicorns went. All the unicorns went. And that's why they're all gone. Here's the hum part. Hum, hum. Neanderthals had tiny rooms where they ate their baked legumes, bonked their heads from smelling fumes, and that's why they're not here. Boom, boom, boom. All Neanderthals went. All Neanderthals went. All Neanderthals went. And that's why they're all gone. Hum, hum. Dinosaurs only ate baked beans, blew themselves to smithereens, blew up all their in-betweens, and that's why they're not here. Bum, bum, bum. All the dinosaurs went. All the dinosaurs went. All the dinosaurs went. And that's why they're all gone. Hum. Because you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Hum. The moral of the story is moderation. Yes, baked beans are a great creation. Eat too much and you'll take a vacation, and then you will not be here. Bum, bum, bum. All the unicorns went. All Neanderthals went. All the dinosaurs went. And that's why they're all gone. A little different here. Yes, that's why they're all gone, because of baked beans. Hum. There you go.
That's ridiculous. That's awesome.
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
I love the silly stuff. It gets the kids singing along. It gets them thinking about the silliest stuff. And maybe they'll go home and make up, why aren't there any dinosaurs? Mm-hmm. That's what I hope.
That is so fun. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that I understand why you're so popular with the kids.
Oh, thanks, Corey. I appreciate that.
So, what's next? You've written this album. We have one more song to listen to.
Okay.
But what's next after this?
So this album comes out February 6th.
That's right.
Because I like 2626. 2626 comes out Friday, 2626. And then the next day, we're doing a listening party. Now, that's sold out at the Junction Center. We're going to listen to all the songs. We have giveaways. I'm giving away 2 ukuleles. I'm giving away a Phredd concert. We have, Rise Bakery in Mount Joy is providing 50 cupcakes because I have a song called Chocolate Cake. Burtonham Bakery is giving us cookies because we have the St. Patrick Cookie Parade. And so we're going to have all this fun stuff. I have little gummy gators for later gator. We have little dinosaur bones to go along with Ziggy the dinosaur. So we have all these treats. We're going to listen to all the songs. We're going to have contests and giveaways and prizes. It's going to be a blast. So once that comes out, we have all the concerts that we do, and I do concerts throughout the year, not just summer reading at libraries, but I do a lot over the summer with the libraries. And then later this year, I've been recording Christmas songs for 30 years.
Oh, really?
And I've put them out as singles. So I have Merry Pirate Christmas, Jesus is the Star. I have Bob the Snowman Christmas. I have all these songs. Stephen Courtney and I have recorded 42 reindeer. We took 42 monkeys and we turned it into reindeer and made it into a Christmas song. So I am going to come out. I'm finally doing the compilation of all my Christmas songs. It's called Yuletide Cheer. It's going to come out later this year and be a holiday album. I was thinking of calling it Stephen Courtney album. So instead, I'm calling it Yuletide Cheer.
That's awesome. That is so cool. Wow. 30 years of songwriting. What do you think you have learned, if anything? So going back to when you first started, what do you think that you know now? What would you think that you would like to have known when you first started?
I don't know. Boy, that's a great question that I might have to really, really think about. Sometimes the silliest, stupidest stuff that you think, that's not going to work, or that's too stupid, or too silly.
Yeah.
Or sometimes those are the ones that really connect for whatever reason. And then sometimes you write this song that you think, that is the best song I've ever written, and it falls kind of flat. Mm-hmm. So I think one thing is, sometimes you just got to trust that silly inner child and let that be your guide.
Fair enough. What do you think, now over 30 years, I'm sure you've had silly things happen to you. What do you think is one of the silliest or funniest, maybe most embarrassing? What do you think?
One time, my kids used to sing with me. Before I was a one-man band, we have 8 children. So
quite a lot.
They would, starting from the oldest to the youngest, they would go and sing with me. And as they'd go off to college, the next one would come along. And so for, the first 20 years, the kids would sing with me. And I became a one-man band because I really missed having them sing with me, do the hand motions. The best time was in the car because there was 8 of them. We didn't always get one-on-one time. So we got that one-on-one time in the car, and that was some of the best times. But one time, Kyla and she probably sang with me the longest. We were at the Denver Fair, and we were supposed to start singing, and no one was there. No one. And just as we were being introduced, one person came up and they sat down, and we thought, okay, there we go. There's our what person. We're singing for you. And as we were singing, we realized they had bought supper, and they were there only because there were seats. And they literally did this.
Oh, no.
Now, thankfully, as we were singing, people came. Yeah. But boy, that first song, that was rough. And she and I talk about that. Remember the Denver Fair? Yeah, because sometimes you just have to sing for the Lord and sing for yourself.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a good practice section.
It sometimes you're just practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's funny.
It's a great memory.
That's a good. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's a,
Especially when they turned around.
yeah.
Whew, it's a tough crowd.
Whew. We have one more song from you.
What song you want to play?
I Am a Robot.
All right, so this is a Stephen Courtney song.
Okay.
For the past couple of years, I've tried, and Stephen and I have written, 65, 70 songs together.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the songs that you hear, we've written together. 42 Monkeys, Elmer's Electric Tricycle, about half the songs I do, he and I have done together, and some that he does. But for the past couple of years, I've tried to take one of his songs and make it my own, make it a Phredd song. Well, I love his songwriting so much.
He's got great songs.
He has a song called Strange Old Cat that we do as part of Stephen Courtney and the Suitcase musicians, which I'm a part of. Mm-hmm. And I'm wearing a Stephen Courtney shirt today, by the way. So last summer reading, and it's on the live album, I did, the Phredd version of Strange Old Cat. So this year I wanted to do I Am a Robot. And so I've been doing that as part of it. It's very different from Steve's. It's kind of bluesy, it's kind of funky, and it gets kids to get up and dance like a robot. So here's my version of Stephen Courtney's song, I Am a Robot. I am a robot. I am a robot. Robots are not funny. Robots have no hair. Robots don't eat pizza. Robots don't wear underwear. Ooh, be glad you are not a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, be glad you are not a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Robots are the future. Robots are a gas. Robots are magnetic. And robots like to dance, dance. Ooh, be glad you are not a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, be glad you are not a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's dance. Glad you are not a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, be glad you are not a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a robot. Everybody dance now.
And that was I Am a Robot.
I hope you were dancing at home. By the way, here is my album. My friend Bill Dussinger did the artwork on it. He is such a Penny Lane Graphics is the name of his business. He did Live from the Library. He's done a lot of the Kids Cookie Break albums and a lot of Steve's albums. He's so talented. So basically what you have is Nipper lost his flipper. That's where you get lost. Junkyard Town. That's where you get Junkyard. Mm-hmm. Later Gator. That's where you get Gator. And the St. Patrick's Day Cookie Parade is where you get Parade. And that's what makes the Lost Junkyard Gator Parade. So you have a gator and a robot there on it. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Yep. With me marching with my
your hat.
With my pot hat on there. So you can go ding, ding while you're marching. And thanks to Stephen Courtney. Thank you to Bill Dussinger for doing that. Thank you, Liam Crane played on it. My friends Stacy and Kaylin from WJTL sang on the album, which I love. And thank you for having me today.
Yeah, no,
It was great hanging out with you.
Yeah. I mean, it's been far too long since we've done one of these anyway.
Yeah.
And I saw you were releasing it. I was like, well, this would be a perfect excuse to get you back in here.
Congratulations on your nomination for Central Pennsylvania Music Hall of Fame for your podcast. I love that.
Again for you, for Best Children's.
You know, I'm not the biggest on awards, but
Sure.
winning that award last year and being nominated every year with Steve, with Holly Serio, with Mark DeRose, who's been in the past, it's a real honor. And sometimes Kids and Family Music is overlooked.
Oh, yeah.
And so the fact that Central Pennsylvania Music Hall of Fame makes it a point to honor Kids and Family Music is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
And it was a real honor to win that. And I felt like it wasn't validation just for me, but for the art of making music for kids and families.
I think you're absolutely correct. Kids and family don't really get a lot of attention. I mean, there's no you would never hear that on the radio.
I got a funny story for you.
Okay.
I was playing at a festival, and I was picked up by the runner, by the van driver. And this festival has music, comedy, skits, plays, drum circles, everything. So I got picked up at the hotel, and I got in the car, and we're all introducing ourselves to each other. This guy was playing main stage. This guy was playing the folk stage. This guy was going to be at the comedian stage. I was singing at the kid stage. The comedian looked at me and said, "Wow, I'm usually the lowest man on the totem pole in these vans. It's nice to be able to say somebody else is lower than me today." I was like,
that's ridiculous.
Okay, I laughed,
Well,
thinking he's a comedian.
Right, yeah.
He's trying to be funny, and I'm not going to take offense at it.
Right.
I laughed, said, "Oh, yeah, that's great," and we tried to make the connection and become friends. But later I thought, that was kind of a jerky thing to say. Because what's better than singing for kids? I can't think of anything.
And kids are the future, always.
Yeah.
No matter what time era you're in, kids are always the future.
One more story.
Okay.
My son Zach hit a deer, and so he had to get a car to rent. Took him to drop him off, and of course the guy getting the car, he's a young guy, probably 30, probably close to your age, and his name's Kyle, and he's dealing with Zach, and he sees Zach's last name McNaughton, and he turns to me and he says, 10-year-old Kyle wants to say thanks for all your songs on Kids Cookie Break.
Oh.
And Steve and I talk about this all the time, but when you have an adult who suddenly turns into a child for a moment, remembering that you sang for them, that right there is everything.
Yeah, and that should be the goal for all music. I can go back and if I ever met Elton John, or like some of these greats that I grew up listening to,
that you love,
you turn into a fanboy,
yeah,
a little bit, and
100%.
It's always fun to be a fanboy,
sure,
or fangirl, or whatever,
yeah,
and to make that for kids on such a localized level too.
Oh yeah.
And then to get to meet them as you just, do your daily life.
So, Kyle, thank you for saying that. You probably have no idea what it meant to me. But when somebody comes up and says that to me or to Steve or to any of us who perform for kids, it means a lot.
Well, where can people find you so they can make more memories with you?
FreddCentral.com is a place, Phredd. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, anywhere where you get music. And come out and see me at all the libraries this summer.
And every morning at WJTL?
Every morning at WJTL. That is 90.3, or we also have an app you can listen online.
Make sure you go check out all the wonderful things that WJTL and Phredd does. And with all that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for tuning in.
See you guys later.
Thanks, Corey.